It's finally happening. This has been a long time coming. I'm so excited. Let's go for a drive. Today we're buying air suspension. Oh yes. It looks good.
Yeah, this is a my block here.
Okay.
This is the other 15s.
Yeah.
Other 15s. The gauge.
Pressure switcher.
This is the remote, the JFA remote, and the compressor tank, 4 starts, 4 bags, and the pipe.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, because so the struts.
Yeah.
I don't think. Do you think I'll need them?
The starts.
Yeah.
Actually, it's better to step and see if it's gonna work or not. Because if you have to modify a little bit, everything we do here.
Just gonna see. It should be fine because mine I'll need these.
Yeah, but they have to see because also if you put on the original shocks, it's not gonna work.
Is it?
Yeah, because it's gonna be too light. It's the shorter shocks.
Okay, so how many struts are here?
It's 4.
4. Okay,
Yeah.
no, that's perfect. That's
Okay,
perfect.
but just
I
make sure
know how
about
to do
the hose. You know those the hose that goes
Yeah.
to bolts.
Yeah.
Right? Because maybe we won't be able to line up.
Yeah.
But if you want, you can just redrill.
No
Make
problem.
the slot, or you can make any
No problem. No problem. That's not an issue. I can do that.
But beside that, everything is there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's epic, mate. I see you've got it on this back here as well.
Yeah.
Just like that, we got it. Thanks to Louis out here at his shop. You may have seen this Bucky out on social media. It's not Photoshop. What an epic day. Alright. We've got everything all laid out. Got a tank, compressor obviously, the solenoid block, the receiver for the remote, it's the module, wiring harness for control block. A lot of the stuff I don't know what it is actually, like this. I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea what this is yet. I'll find out once I start assembling, but water trap, relay. I believe this is a pressure switch, pressure gauge, fittings, piping, the bags. That's what makes the magic happen. Custom struts, which need to be shorter than the stock struts. And yeah, remote control. Still need to find out what all of this means, but there you go. So yeah, it's looking good. I'm real excited. I'm going to read up on all the instruction manuals, see what's what, understand it, and then we'll get to installing. There seems to be a bit of confusion about the rear struts as to whether I should use the original struts in the car or the struts that came with the kit. So I'm gonna have a look and figure it out, because and then I'll let you know how it all goes. Okay, so I have tried a compromise. Okay, let me show you what I'm talking about here. So this is the strut that goes to the back that's supplied with the kit. Problem is, at the bottom here, it doesn't have the trailing arm link, which the stock strut does. There, I'll show you from this side. Oh crap. Alright, see that? It doesn't have this, and apparently I'm supposed to use the supplied strut, which is shorter in height. In fact, I think it stops somewhere there. Anyway, the problem is then I have to cut that, and I'd have to cut that off and have it welded onto the aftermarket strut. So I figured, oh, and Louis, there's, if I use a stock strut, which I'm doing right now, see there, the car will be too tall, it'll be too high. I don't know, I'm about to test that and see. So right now I'm gonna put the wheel back on, bring the car down, see what happens. Alright, so I brought my tape measure out just to see. So this is the side with the sleeve overs. Looking at about what, 150 mils off the ground. This side with the bag, it's also 150. Basically the same. So the only way to get lower is to use a custom strut, but honestly speaking, I think I'm okay. I don't know. I'll give it a try and see how I feel about it, depending on what the front looks like actually. So let's see. Unfortunately, there are some fittings missing. So, for example, to block off certain ports on the tank. So I can't finish the install right now. So I'm about to drive back, get those extra fittings, and then I'll come back and we should be ready to install. I won't be using the struts that came with the kit because I have 17-inch wheels. They are actually too short and there's just no way. Like, my wheels are too big for that. So I'm going to use the stock struts and then run it like that. We'll see how it goes. But for now, yeah, let's go and get those fittings and we'll resume the install. Okay, install day 2. So we got the fittings. I've actually already put the system mostly together just to test, bench testing it. MDK from the editing studio. Just a quick note, all of the wiring, the electrical wiring that you see in this video is purely for testing purposes. Do not wire your air suspension this way, you will have issues. This is purely for testing, so I will do a video later on with the correct wiring for the setup. This is purely just for testing. Once again, I'd like to stress, all the air line piping, that's fine, but otherwise the electrical wiring, do not do that. Alright, let's get back to the video. It all works. I just now need to figure out, there is a leak in the system. I need to figure out where the leak is, and then we can get to final installing. But just a quick overview, there's a compressor down there, the tank is in there, you can see the black shininess underneath. There it is, water traps and all of that. It all comes up here, the distribution block to the 4 bags. So I have a leak somewhere in the system. I'm going to try and find it and then get to installing again. So let's do that. So somewhere here I have a leak that I need to find. Buzzing away down there. Seems like I've got a leak in one of these 2 pipes. I need to figure that out. think one of my water traps, if not both of them, are letting air pass through them. Strange. Let me see. Yeah, the water traps are letting air escape. I need to figure that out and understand how it works. So here's a problem. Somehow the water trap is allowing air to escape through here, which is not supposed to happen if I'm correct. I mean, when you empty it and release it, you pull down like that. But when you let go, it's supposed to seal off, but somehow the air is escaping through there. I think I'm gonna have to consult on this one. Yeah, so let me call up some people and find out what the solution is. Okay, so I've consulted, and the instruction is that little pin at the bottom, the release valve, I need to hold that open for a few minutes while filling up the tank and then let it go. That should stop the water traps from leaking. So let's do that. Okay, so I just realized something as well, which I'm afraid I cannot avoid. These bags, they only have one skin on the outside. There's nothing on the inside. So you need this shaft down the middle here. You need that to complete the seal like it is now. So this bag is completely sealed and would work. Why that's important is I can't use my stock struts because the diameter is a little bit too thin. bit of a problem, but I'm gonna try. I don't know what I'm gonna do actually. Yeah, I can fit the front struts, no problem. So I'm gonna put those on, and then I'll try and see if I can get the rear ones installed somehow. But yeah, essentially this is it. Okay, I got the system working. Everything is connected properly. It works. I tested it with this bag right here. I've got the tiniest of leaks right there. It's so annoying. I've been trying to stop it, but yeah, it's so tiny you actually can't even hear it. You have to put your ear right next to it to hear it. But yeah, I was just running a test, and everything is working, although I haven't tested the pressure gauge yet. Ideally I would like to put the pressure gauge in this line here that feeds into the distribution block. So basically it reads the pressure from the tank, right? Focus. So from the tank, and tells you basically tank pressure before you get to the distribution towards the bags. The only thing I don't know is on the pressure gauge, it looks like there are two inputs, right? I've just added this for now, but as you can see there are two inputs on the right and on the left. I'm going back to Louis now. I need his help to do the welding on the struts here, that extra piece for the trailing arm that I was talking about. I'll show you when we get there. But otherwise, yeah, everything is all good, coming together very, very nicely. So I'm just gonna go to him, have him weld that on for me. Once that's done, I'm gonna definitely have to install all the struts and the bags, because I won't be able to drive home and only then install it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't understand, I'll show you. But yeah, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna buy some spade connectors so that I can clean all of this up. This is all just for testing. The same goes for the solenoid switch down there, as you can see. So yeah, it's basically working. Don't know where I put the remote. There it is. But yeah, in case you're wondering, in order for this remote to activate, you have to unlock it, and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's unlocked. And that's everything up, everything down, and I believe that's front up, front down, back up, back down. I'm not too sure. I actually haven't tested these ones yet, and I'm not sure what these two do yet. I'll ask Louis to explain it to me, but definitely all up, all down. So yeah, it's working well. Everything over here is perfect though. There's 0 leaks over here, so I'm happy with that. He gave me these T-pieces actually. Louis gave me these T-pieces to use these for the pressure gauge, but he was talking about running them from these lines that go to the bags. Yeah, I don't know. I'll speak to him again, but as I said, I would prefer this line before it gets to the distribution block. But yeah, we'll see. I've got my tubing down there. There's 2 types. The one on the right is actually extremely tough, like it's damn near made of metal or something. No, I'm joking, it's just a hard plastic. But yeah, anyway, I'm not gonna just package this nicely so that I can drive there, get changed, and we'll take it from there.